Okay, I just wanted to briefly go over my Wednesday trade, which was 2 days ago, for me now, 2 days ago, and also the current situation that we're facing with adapting the skills, looking at market behaviors and the conditions that we're trading, and the reactions to news. So the first things first, on Wednesday the 8th, the trade that we wanted to get never played out. We really, really tried. Wednesday's New York session, we showed up for the entire length of the session, really, really trying for a position opportunity. And this is where the what I want to change, but I know I shouldn't just yet, which is following your daily bias. So, if, for example, if my daily bias for the day is bullish, you're only going to be looking for buys because you don't want to have the daily candle be the only candle that is not aligned with the rest of your time frame. So, if my 1 hour and the 4 hour both tell me that price action wants to come down, and a lower time frame is starting to form structure, but your daily is still telling you that there is not really a very strong possibility you will re-break lows because price action is very bullish on the day. It's not something that you want to go against because we've had experiences in the past where price action is bullish on the day, and then you take a sell on the lower time frame and price actually goes up because the higher time frame says that you're not ready to push down. So for me, we still need to set a very good, clear condition that if price has a probability of the day breaking the lows, then you can still take sells in a bullish candle. Um, so we still need to identify these variables and have more clarity on how you can take these positions when you're faced with that situation. However, on Wednesday, we stuck very clear to the bias of the day. We knew that we needed a retest. I knew that the daily is technically bearish. Yes, you do have a possibility of re-breaking highs, but the current position that we're looking at in terms of the opportunity and price breaking structure, I wanted the sells down. You got the retest, we had the mirror on price action, and we were very, very close to getting into a sell. But for us, we actually avoided a very, very big situation. So you see this 1 minute time frame candle, I believe. Yeah, 1 minute time frame. This is the last candle to print before we had the five open again, or the new one to push you down. The reason why I deleted the sell stop is because this is a typical behavioral candle that if the next candle opens up with a bottom wick and breaks lows, you're probably going to see price range and re-break the highest to push up towards 4068. It's not a very sensible position opportunity to get into when you've got that last piece of data just before you enter. So I cancelled my sell stop and look at what price did. You broke the lows, you did come into a little bit of profits, but our risk off area isn't until like another 50 ticks down. Price action, we broke the highest, pushed up. And the actual trade outcome, which I have on my phone, is as follows, right? We'll just go back to the outcome of the trade. Let's see if I can put myself on the big screen here. This is what price action did. You can see you came into a little bit of profits and then price action came all the way back up towards your stops. That's basically it. And that's all I have to say for the trade position. I think we managed the entry requirements very well, and we knew that the second something didn't add up to the plan, we adapted. We went back to step one and understood, look, we have to reevaluate price. This is not part of the validity. It is not part of the setup. Therefore, it doesn't make sense for us to take the trade. Now, it leads me on to Thursday's trading session, which we had yesterday, and not much happened on the charts. We had a ranging type of day. This was a no trade area for me because we had a very, very how to say, bullish day, and we were looking for the sells based off the range here, taking 4139 down. So this is the previous day candle. Price action, as you see, very bullish. Yes, you have possibilities of price action pushing down. However, indications on the left of the screen told me otherwise. You've still got bullish indication on the 4 hour time frame. The 4 hour time frame opened up with a top wick first. I understood that. And as price in the session continued to go on, we understood, yes, you're going to have a range to play, but you also have a strong possibility on the day because it's bullish to break the highs and continue pushing up. You never got clear closures. If you're looking for taking sales, you can take short-term sales here. However, again, since the daily bias didn't make sense, it would make sense for me to go ahead and take that position trade. So that's basically it on yesterday's recap, Wednesday's recap. I think we had a pretty good outcome in terms of management. But again, skills development and adapting structure and how quick we can push our focus on the environment that we're in, that will also translate directly into how quick you can identify your positions and how good quality they are, how high quality they are. So that about wraps it up. That's the current situation that I'm in. We're still trying to adapt, progress, get better every single day. But the focus has shown up the past 2 days. It's been quite tricky having a session right at the end of the day because you're very fatigued and very tired. But aside from that, we're still pushing forward. Training is good for physical activity, which means the stress levels are pretty balanced. And that's pretty much it for a review and an update of where we currently are in the current situation. Today's the last trading session of the week. We're hoping to get one trade position and just focus on the sessions. We're going to do a London session, we're going to do a New York session, and see if we can get any trading position opportunities in those 2 sessions today.